For all of the pride and pageantry, there is a darker side to high school football, one that takes some luster off of those Friday night lights.
What we're talking about here is hazing, when players cross that line into criminal behavior. Now, for the past 2 nights, we've gone in depth on some of the more disturbing, actually disgusting cases in Texas and across the country.
Tonight, Channel 2 investigator Joel Eisenbaum takes a closer look at why it's happening and what one Houston area high school is doing to keep hazing off its campus.
Just down Interstate 45, near the coast, you'll find Texas City High School. Their football team went 2-8 this year. Not a great record. But Coach Leland Surovic says he's still proud of his team, which is really more of a family.
It's funny, you know, they call me Grandpa sometimes because that's kind of how it trickles down. I'm Dad or Grandpa, and then we go down.
This family vibe, which includes some former players on the coaching staff, helps foster team spirit and, by design, minimizes opportunities for hazing, like we've seen at some other schools.
With that family, you know, that takes care of a lot of your discipline problems, and it increases the excitement level.
Hazing, he says, simply is not allowed. Nipped in the bud before it starts.
There's a no tolerance on hazing.
Braden Torres, Corday Williams, and Jaquirin Price are all seniors on Texas City's varsity squad. And as with any family, everyone has a role. Jaquirin admits he's the jokester.
I make jokes. I mess with people most of the time. It's fun. It's fun to me.
Braden and Corday aren't just team leaders. They're more like big brothers. And part of that job is standing guard.
We don't believe in that at all. If someone did come in and were to act like that, just because of the tight-knit family we have, we wouldn't allow it.
What these guys have discovered is what the experts know to be a key to success. Students self-aware enough to know where to draw the line.
If I see it and it's happening, it's just going to have to stop. I'm going to have to speak up and make sure it just doesn't continue.
I know whenever people are starting to get irritated and stuff, and that's when I back away.
Adrienne Langelier is a langelier professional counselor who works with athletes, and she was an athlete too.
Whether it's running, football, volleyball, I've stood in their shoes.
Langelier says hazing can creep in innocently enough. New players forced to gather balls after practice, get water for teammates. It's about hierarchy and may not always be a problem. But the dividing line has to be clear to administrators, to coaches, and to kids.
Many of these people who engage and cross the line in the most severe acts of hazing generally probably have some degree of psychopathology, and they probably feel powerless, so this is an outlet, so let's go try and attack somebody who I perceive as weaker or in a more vulnerable position than me.
With so many serious issues at play, combating hazing must start with adults, especially in the area of supervision. In Montgomery, there were adults on the premises, but they didn't actually see the hazing. Coach Surovic says it's imperative to have eyes on your players at all times, and it starts at school.
We have coaches in the locker room that are designated to the locker room to make sure that doesn't take place.
There are clear consequences for not standing guard, not formulating a plan, not taking action.
The one thing you need to know is that a kid took his own life. That's what happened to him on school grounds.
Less than a week ago, a Vermont school district was found negligent in the 2012 death of a student who committed suicide after he was hazed. The stakes could not be higher.
Actual trauma, depression, anxiety, and that just shows how intense and how dangerous these experiences can actually be.
Right now on click2houston.com, we have a database of hazing deaths from around the country since 1959. And perhaps more importantly, hazing's red flags. What to watch out for as a parent or a coach. Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Remember, if you have a story for Channel 2 Investigates, contact the tip line 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@kprc.com.